Now look, you look at the sun. I mean, look at the moon. You see it? It's a ring right there. You see the moon, right? Now you see the ring around the moon. Now you see the slash. But if you look from right there to right there, it's a square box. It's sitting right there. It's right there in the clouds. That's a spaceship on everything I love. That bitch sitting right there. Look at the clouds. All right, if you have metal, if you have a metal tinfoil and you put a light on the other side of it, the shadow it would make would be gray, right? That's what that bitch show. Now you look at that bit, you'll see it. You see that right there? You see that star? Can you see that star? All right, it's dim. But look, it's a gray box sitting right there. Now I can point out the whole shape. It's sitting right there in the clouds. Look, I got good eyes, so I can see. Now all the rest of the clouds around it are moving, except that one. It looked like it's a square, but it looked like a circle. But it's a big object, and you can see the corner right there. That's the end. That's the end right there, and that's the end right there. Look at that shit. Now you see that star? You see that star, right? You see that star, and you see that star. And it's a star above that cloud right there. Oh, my shit glare. Hold up. I don't know. I'm just trying to get it as best as possible. But nah, that bitch sitting right here because I was watching it. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm just looking up like, bro, that is some real, some alien shit. To some people, they gonna be like, oh, that's some motherfucking cloud. No, bitch. That's the whole ship right there. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I'm sitting right here looking at this shit. You can see the whole, you can see the ring of the diameter. Okay, if there's a, let's use scientific term, right? The scientific term. If I have a piece of paper and I shine a flashlight on the other side of the paper, what are you gonna see? Gray, right? You're gonna see gray, but you're gonna also see light through the paper. It's gonna show a dim reflection. When you look at the cloud, what do you see? You see the shape? It's a whole circle right there. It's a big circle, and it's slant at the end. Now all the rest of the clouds are moving, except this whole circle right here. I've been watching it for 15 minutes. All the rest of the clouds are moving. It's a big ass circle right here above what the fuck I'm at. I'm very spiritual. I can see past the veil. A lot of people would have never looked up to see it. I bet money that the military are watching that shit and like, what the fuck? I bet money they are. It's a whole ship right here. It's a circle. A big ass circle. It's camouflaged. But if you really got a third eye, you can see it. If you ain't got a third eye, you ain't even gonna look up. And what made me look up, because I was dozing off to sleep. And I just felt uneased. But I don't feel uneased from something walking or driving past. But it felt like something above me. That's the energy I felt. That is some being shit. Now look. Now look. There go a drone. There go a drone. So I'm on some shit. That's not a plane. That's a drone. And the drone, that is a drone. I don't care what nobody say that's a fucking drone. But if you actually look up, you'll see the fucking ring. It's a whole big ass circle ring right here. That's a ship. Because the clouds was just in a square, in a slant. A lot of these people ain't never seen a fucking alien. Half of these people scared to be in the motherfucking woods. They scared of deep woods. You ain't see no supernatural shit. Step in the deep woods. You'll see some shit. No flashlight. If you're spiritual, you'll see. If you ain't never had an extraterrestrial contact, they ain't fucking with you if your third eye ain't open. If you ain't got shaman ability, they can't communicate with you. You're pointless. But I done seen some shit. And I know what I'm talking about. I can spot that bitch out whether it's night, and I can spot it out where it's broad daylight. The best time for them to come out is when the clouds come out. Because they can sit in the clouds. If you look around, you don't really see no other clouds. But except right here. Because that's where the ring at. And anybody know, if you ever pay attention to the sci-fi movies where they always show you about the spaceship, everything gravitates towards the ship that's out of space. So if it was a cloud, it would gravitate towards it. The cloud wouldn't go away from it. It would gravitate towards it. It's like that ship would be like a magnetic field of energy. But that energy pulls everything in. If that makes sense. I would have to do. I'm gonna upload another video. I'm gonna upload a video from a scientific point of view, so I can tell people what the hell I'm talking about. Cause I know this shit gonna go over a lot of damn people's head. But anybody who watch this video, if you work at NASA, or if you in the military, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you know about energy and how some energy can pull, it have its own magnet pull. Only a scientist will understand what the fuck I'm talking about. If you're mentally and spiritually not there, and you don't know shit about science, you won't know. I sit back and watch the stars. Some of these stars ain't stars. I be watching them every day. I can tell you what the fuck is a drone, what the fuck is a star. Now look. Now you see it again? Now it's becoming more clear. You'll see. You see the ship? It's a whole ring. And it's just sitting right there, it's just hovering. I keep telling y'all, it's more than one type of alien. You got shapeshifters, you got skin crawlers, you got reptilians, you got your predators. There's 9 different types. There's at least 9 to 15 different types of aliens. Only 6 of them walk among humans. Only 6. walk among humans. Some of these people are not real alive, they're really dead, but they already body snatched. You ever seen somebody that look like a lizard? That's reptilian. That's just like what's that girl name? That celebrity. She wore that little costume for Halloween and she looked like a lizard. And they were like, that shit looks so real. Why would you wear something like that? That's exactly what the fucking reptilian look like. If you go look at that little Halloween costume, that celebrity, look at reptilian Halloween costume. And it looks so realistic. That's what a fucking reptilian look like. You will never see one though. The Illuminati will never let you see it. They walk among us. You just will never know. People like the spiritually woke chosen ones that can see past the veil. And when we ain't talking about the veil is when we look at the sky, we see past the veil of this realm and the next realm. This is, we have 9 planets in this galaxy. Every planet have its own moon. This is one dimension. There's 12 dimensions of knowledge. When you spiritually wake up, you are 5D. The earth is 5D. And those who are waking up, even if they would call themselves a Mason, they're only 5D. There's 12 dimensions. This is one dimension. One dimension, one galaxy, 9 planets. Each planet have their own moon. And we have a sun.